and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to discuss the ins and outs of the costs for a gastric bypass, what I had to do to go through to get it, and everything leading up to my surgery, which is in 2 days. So keep watching. But yeah, number one is finding a surgeon, and I recommend you do your research and you don't just go with the first one. Yes, it's going to cost you money every time you go and see a surgeon. It roughly cost me around $220, I think it was, and I got some back in Medicare rebate. But it's worth it just because I went to 3. The first one, the surgeon wouldn't do anything for me. Then I got recommended to another one. He was just absolute prick. Like, he was just interested in the money. He didn't care about me, basically. But then the third one I found was like spot on. He was the best. Like, when I met him, it was so easy. He didn't freak me out. It was all, because I have anxiety when it comes to hospitals and surgery, but he literally, when we felt ease, all my issues about taking, I can't swallow tablets, never had my whole life, never even had a headache tablet. I told him all these things and he said, you know, you'll be fine, we'll look after you, don't worry, you don't have to take tablets, we'll give you liquids or injections, you know, it's fine. I said, that's fine, but the previous one before that, he's just like, no, you're too bad, you're gonna have to toughen up, you're gonna have to have this, blah, blah, blah. So he really cares. So that's what I mean. You need to find the right surgeon. And I guarantee you it's going to cost you money, but it's worth it, because when it comes to the money side of it, the second surgeon that I went to that was an asshole, they tried to charge me almost 40 grand Australian to have a gastric bypass, almost 40 grand. And I thought to myself, fuck, that is a lot of money. And like, I'm self-funded, I don't have any private health, so every little cent is coming out of my pocket. And I thought, no, that's ridiculous, I can't afford it. So then I was a little bit depressed that it wasn't going to happen. So then I went back to the drawing board, found another surgeon at the Gold Coast private hospital. And honestly, it was the best surgeon I found. He was literally the bomb. And the price difference is extraordinary. Like, gone from 40 grand and the Gold Coast private, guess what the difference would be? Take a guess. For my gastric bypass, now it's only costing me $17,309. That's a lot difference to almost 40 grand. And yeah, so pays to look around for a surgeon, don't just go for the first one. But yeah, so once you've seen your surgeon, he will either say yes or no to the surgery or what one he thinks is best for you. I was recommended the gastric bypass, and that was actually the one I wanted the most, for many reasons, but there's many videos on why different surgeries, but I just happened to just want the gastric bypass. So it worked out good for me that I get the gastric bypass. But yeah, so then he'll send you for blood tests and the camera down the throat. And if you see my previous video on my experience with getting that down my throat to see if I'm okay, like maps out your stomach to make sure you're okay for surgery. Mine came back all clear. My surgery is in 2 days from now, 2nd of September. I am literally shitting myself, but I'm excited. But I'm shitting myself, is really. Yeah, so once that's all done, then comes the money. You got to pay the monies. So what I did was get an early release of my superannuation. That's a bit of a process, but it's my only option because I ain't rich. I ain't got no sugar daddy or sugar mama. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, so I got to pay for every little cent because I don't got private health. It's too expensive. And you would have seen in my previous video in regards to having the camera down your throat, just add in there that you have to pay for that. You have to pay for the doctor. You have to pay for the anesthesiast. You have to pay for the hospital fees. And it cost me just over $1,000. I think it was like 400 something for the anesthesiast, 500 something for the hospital fees. Like, you got to pay for everything. Once all that's done, like, then they'll take it out of your super, everything after. But everything before, any visit, everything, you got to pay for every little thing you do prior to your surgery. Everything after, that'll come out of my super. So just keep that in mind. You got to pay. Now, so my super was approved and it was released, and they released it to you in your bank account, and then you've got to pay the bills. And my doctor put me on a 2-week pre-op diet, and he wanted me to do the OptiFast. And let me tell you, my personal experience, OptiFast is disgusting. I tried the OptiFast soups and literally I almost threw up. It was that disgusting. And yes, they're expensive. This is like, you get like sachet things, and they're literally disgusting and a waste of money, and didn't have it. Then I tried the shakes, OptiFast shakes, and literally a waste of money because they are disgusting no matter what I tried. Try with ice, try with just water, it was just gross, and I would not recommend OptiFast. Some people can handle it, and all too if you can, but I can't, and I couldn't do the OptiFast diet, so I just went on the internet and found other alternatives to try and shrink my liver, and I found the milk diet, which is the red cap slim milk thing. There's like lots of different things, but off my memory it was like 9 cups a day or something, 9 things of milk. And I love milk, so I'm a milk drinker. I could drink this all the time. It was like 9 I think cups a day, 100 grams of protein of vegetables, or some vegetables, and like me, I'm a fussy eater. There is nothing I eat. Everything that they have on the list I didn't eat, so I'm just doing the best as I can, and that is drinking the milk, lots of water. I got this because it's got all the writing on it, the milk water bottle and little sippy thing, because I've watched a lot of your videos online of other people's surgery, and there's about you can't drink, scull a drink anymore, so you gotta learn to sip. So I've been practicing just taking little sips with my little sippy cup. So that's been helping. I'm just drinking a lot of water a day. I think it was like, I forgot what I was supposed to drink every day, but water. And as if I was hungry, besides drinking that, the sugar-free jelly, that's a bit of a lifesaver too. And I tried some flavors, some were gross, but this one is good. And then something else I got told by someone else is if you're still hungry and you're craving really bad, to chew on chewing gum to, I don't know, pretend you're eating or something. The dog just ran past. But yeah, so this has been actually a lifesaver for me because I've struggled, and definitely chewing gum is the way to go. Alright guys, I'm going to film as much as I can over the next couple of days of my surgery, going into surgery, coming out of surgery, my first drink or whatever I've got to take. I'm going to film it all so you know exactly what happens. And I am shitting myself, I'm scared. But I got to do it. I'm looking forward to it. And keep watching and wish me luck. Peace out. What I look like? Big whale. Alright. Wish me luck, and I'll see you on the flip side.